my takedown video. Ethan Ralph has had a vendetta against me since the beginning. He's been riding my dick since 2016.
On Telegram, and I said Boogie should kill himself. This fat fuck, this piece of trash.
The name of the game should be called God.
Anyone looking for a whore? 5. You'll get a huge one.
You just put your fucking cock in a goddamn hornet's nest with the capitalist army, you fat fuck.
I suck a dick for $12 million. I ain't gonna front.
You really think I would refuse a fight with Boogie? I'm gonna fucking kill Boogie in the fucking ring.
Not on the fucking stream!
Why is everybody from New Project 2? Why is everybody from New Project 2 defending you? Why is everybody from...
And then there's Medical, who I saw today tweet. This guy imagined a Letterman jacket? What's that about, little buddy?
Yo Moonies, this video is sponsored by Skillshare, an amazing website filled with actual pros in their field who won't indoctrinate your kids into commies, and even give them real professions. If you're a high school graduate, Skillshare can provide the education without you getting raped as a female, or getting falsely accused of rape if you're male. And you won't get raped by chewy loan sharks. Remember the phrase, low membership a day keeps the student loans away. Join Skillshare, then get married, but not to the banks. To all of our fans, we like to present Raid Saddle Legends. Join us in this tale of a generic fantasy with assets taken from Terra and WoW. Raid offers us an enriching story, which is... I don't fucking know. Buy their shit. I'm trying to get paid, nigga. Well, anyway, avoid those Japanese gacha games. They result in gambling addictions. Trust us, Goyim. Raid is a completely legit game. We don't have microtransactions or stolen character designs. Hell, we even joined in a random esports athlete. So bring out those cards. Buy more gems. Buy more champions. Buy. Give us your secos. Goddamn. What happened to me? Was I possessed? That's the last time I ever sponsor anything from Israel. Well, hello, Moonies. Thank you for visiting me. I'm Moonliight, and welcome to our first Lolcowlapalooza. Yay! So, folks, today we'll be showcasing the trifecta of troglodytes, a congregation of idiots. Tonight, I'll be drawing caricatures of notable lolcows. So, for this show, I'll be drawing three lolcows. 2 of them you might have heard of. And the first one, her name is ADRASDEA. ADRASDEA, whose real name is Mary Barone Woods. Damn. Is the music too loud? Oh man. I've been streaming for... Well, Karanu, you said You said expect the unexpected. Didn't you see my channel? Anyway, you guys sit back and relax and enjoy the show while I draw and depict these these miserable stains of our society, but with a comedic touch too. But before I do that, Karenu, what are you saying? No, chat, look at the comments. No, I'm not using a voice changer. Alright. I'm not, really. I'm not a bunny girl. I'm just a kid from the moon. I'm an artist from the moon, a faraway moon. Well, Kirinu, yes, I am a VTuber. If you mean by bunny girl, do you mean Pippa? Pippa the VTuber? Oh boy. Anyway, before I start drawing our Princess of the Gutter, ADRASDEA, I can't look up her. Oh well, stay safe, Kirinu. I don't want you to pass away, and I hope you get home safely, dude, or to work or wherever. Anyway, when it comes to the story of ADRASDEA, the Princess of the Gutter, well, like most locals, she came from white trash, and as such, the result of her broken family led to her having multiple mental disorders. However, where she is now. So, back around 2009, this gullible idiot ADRASDEA found a boyfriend named Kenneth McBride over Craigslist, because that's the very same place to find a life partner, especially after the Craigslist murders. Anyway, so ADRASDEA found out that Kenneth already had a fiancée, a woman who has cerebral palsy named Roberta Laws. Kenneth and Roberta were engaged for 10 years, but their relationship never progressed. And ADRASDEA, like the narcissist, selfish, gutter slag she is, she kept pushing Kenneth to get rid of her. Not exactly kill her, but I don't know, put her in a home or something. Because that's a reasonable decision. You know, just butt in someone else's relationship and don't notice any red flags with the person that you're dating, and he's already cheating on his partner. But anyway, alright, so around 2009, ADRASDEA, somewhere around Florida, well, Kenneth did the deed. Oh, and keep in mind, he's also a pedophile too, so ADRASDEA sure knows how to pick him. Anyway, so when ADRASDEA was waiting in the car, Kenneth went back into the house which had Roberta in it, and then came back 30 minutes later. Then he presented ADRASDEA on her birthday the naked, rape, and tied up corpse of Roberta Laws, who was also strangled. Which is pretty fucked up, I gotta say. So ADRASDEA, who had ample time to leave, and the fact that Kenneth was highly obese, she didn't, and she claimed she was tied to a bed and trapped in a house with Kenneth, allegedly. And as for Roberta's corpse, she was left out in the open for 5 weeks. And then after those supposed 5 weeks, ADRASDEA, Kenneth, were seen through the video cameras of a local store buying the shovel to bury her. But considering ADRASDEA tends to be a perpetual liar, we don't know if she was held hostage for those 5 weeks. So technically she isn't a murderer, but she is somewhat complicit. Somewhat. But even so, it's best to tease her about it. Just give me a few seconds. Anyway, somehow ADRASDEA managed to escape and run to the cops. And furthermore, since she's so mentally impaired and psychologically disturbed, she couldn't take up trial. And so Kenneth McBride was found guilty for 2nd-degree murder of Roberta Laws. And gotta admit, this whole thing kind of sounds like Buffalo Bill, but without the cross-dressing. Oh, and let me get on that later. So yeah. So Kenneth was found guilty with no chance of parole, and he'll never be released to this day. And ADRASDEA, she claims she has PTSD, but I don't know. That's between her and God. And furthermore, we don't even know how ADRASDEA felt about Roberta. Does she really care? Or did she see Roberta as a hindrance to their so-called relationship? Only God may know that. Anyway, moving on. After that incident, ADRASDEA, well, she moved back in with her Mima, her grandma, who was her caretaker since childhood. And I have to admit, it's pretty dubious on ADRASDEA and her Mima's relationship. The only details we know that Mima must have sheltered and spoiled ADRASDEA. She catered to ADRASDEA's every whim. Basically, if she ever felt distressed, Mima told her that whoever's bothering you, just threaten suicide, and then they'll stop. Oh, even though Mima was a kind person, little did she know that would plant the seed of perpetual victimhood within ADRASDEA for the rest of her miserable life. Now, here's the thing. If you go on ADRASDEA's Facebook and dig into her past, she has a tendency to bring random men into the house, litter up her Mima's house while she was staying there, and we don't even know if she was pretty nice to her grandma either. Now, ADRASDEA's Aunt Kathy, she was the prime caretaker of Mima, so only she may know the answers, really. Oh, and Aunt Kathy has her own YouTube channel. So if you want to hear the truth about ADRASDEA, go to her. Oh, and and let me get to the juicy part. So once ADRASDEA moved back into her Mima, she lived in a trailer. And after Mima died, ADRASDEA had to move out. Furthermore, she also littered up the trailer. Supposedly, the walls were stained with blood and there were trash everywhere. And also, on the day when Mima died, ADRASDEA just left her collapsed on the floor and didn't exactly help. And furthermore, on that day, ADRASDEA also had a male, maybe an ex-boyfriend who turned out to be a gay guy. I don't know how that happened. He was supposedly there, and neither of them did anything to help Mima. So once her grandmother died, ADRASDEA, well, she couldn't inherit the mansion or not because, let's face it, she was a parasite, and she was trying to sell a 100K house or a mansion for like 50K. So it's obvious she's got her screws loose, especially since she's a retarded woman. Now, even though she came from an abusive household, there's really no excuse to be a pig and to bring in random men and screw them for weed and drugs. So yeah, once ADRASDEA got kicked out of her family for being a nuisance, she decided to head on down to LA because California is the state where they pamper homeless people. But ironically, if a state panders to homeless, obviously a huge congregation would be there. And so forth, ADRASDEA would record herself living on Skid Row, getting assaulted, having her belongings taken or destroyed, especially her tent. Oh yeah, and one more thing, before ADRASDEA got kicked out, and when she was living in a trailer, supposedly she was married to a guy who was 23 years old, and she kept bringing him over to a 16-year-old girl. She was naive enough to believe that, oh, the teenage girl was just emotional support. And furthermore, her ex-husband turned out to be a tranny. Jesus, ADRASDEA, damn. This is where the Buffalo Bill part comes. But luckily, the girl wasn't murdered, but still. Jeez. ADRASDEA has a predilection for choosing mentally abused men. Mentally disturbed men. I mean, jeez. What is her problem? Anyway, so technically, that would make ADRASDEA an accessory to pedophilia. But once again, she won't take responsibility for that. Especially if you bring it up to her in the videos. So anyway, moving forward, during the homeless saga, ADRASDEA will record herself screaming, crying, being a perpetual victim. I mean, she's in California, where homeless are legal to suit themselves up with meth, and for some reason she can't bring herself to pick herself up and get a job and start a new life. But no, all she does is bring up the past and blame it on her present situation. When it comes to watching ADRASDEA's videos on her YouTube channel, it usually starts out in a cycle. First she starts haughty and confident and saying that she's an independent woman and she doesn't want to work. And then the psychological trauma start to bring up. She blames her aunt and her family for kicking her out. She blames Kenneth for the whole ordeal. She blames her tranny ex-husband. She blames her boyfriend. She blames men she blames men whenever she gets trolled. And then here comes the e-begging cycle. Hey wild bird, what's the end for? Anyway. Back to the story. Okay, so whenever ADRASDEA hits her e-begging phase, she will post her PayPal and even her nudes. Ew. And she'll ask for weed mostly. So yeah. I advise you, when you look up her homeless saga videos, you'll see some disturbing shit, like she'll actually videotape her defecation in the toilet, or when she was in a homeless shelter of the showers being covered in shit. Oh my fudge. Ugh. Anyway, so once ADRASDEA got a small fan base on Facebook and YouTube, a good Samaritan gave her a used truck. It wasn't operable, but it was meant for her to live in temporarily. Emphasis on temporarily. So what did ADRASDEA do, as usual? She littered it up. But most disturbingly, she videotaped herself how she used the bathroom. Basically, she would piss in a cup, then dump it into a Sunny D plastic box. a Sunny D plastic bottle. And as for defecation, she literally stated that she would defecate into a snack bowl and then put it in a bag and then dump it. Keep in mind, the truck was right next to a church, and those poor patrons had to smell that. Ew, gross. And once again, ADRASDEA had no intentions of improving her lifestyle. All she did was record videos, especially gameplay videos on her cell phone, and more e-begging videos. Yuck. Alright, so as with all lolcows, their eccentric behavior becomes an attraction to normal people like us. As for me, I discovered ADRASDEA through a YouTuber named Adonis Paul, who managed to document very significant portions of her life on YouTube. As a matter of fact, various YouTubers such as Royce Lopez of Daywave Radio, Adonis Paul, VerGG, Hatman, and various other people, as well as Aunt Kathy. Their links to their YouTube channels are down in the description. I want you guys to realize what kind of person ADRASDEA is. So, like I said before, their links are in the description below too. Oh boy. Ugh. So anyway. So once the Good Samaritan got fed up with ADRASDEA, he kicked her out, and then she started crying. Oh, good Karanu. I'm glad you're safe. Anyway, so ADRASDEA, she got kicked out, and the church didn't want to help her either, since she was so disgusting. Yes, Karanu, she actually pissed in a cup. Oh man. Oh no, Karanu, I didn't want your messages to be deleted. Sorry, dude. Oh man. Ah, gee, sorry, Karanu. I need to fix Streamlabs. Anyway, whoa, oh boy. So once ADRASDEA was kicked out by the church and out of her truck, somehow she managed to find an apartment, a Section 8 apartment, and she was put on her food stamps, supposedly, allegedly, and she still lives like a homeless woman there, even till this day. She won't decorate her apartment, nor get a job, nor improve her life. All she does is complain on YouTube about her various problems, and it continues in an eternal cycle of self-pity, self-aggrandizing, and e-begging. So I advise you, if you want some laughs, please check out ADRASDEA, especially when she have her monthly breakdowns and begging for money. Now, when it comes to ADRASDEA, okay, safe travels, Karanu. Anyway. No, I'm getting spam. No, I don't want Naked HD. Get out of here, jeez. Anyway. So, before I start drawing, jeez. I would like to mention a few notable events in ADRASDEA. Hey, Stoner McMuffin. Anyway, one of her most notable incidents was when a few months ago she openly admitted last year, or around 2020, she was on this app called Recolor. She sold her tip pics to someone who is an allegedly minor, since, well, Recolor is an app meant for kids. So there's a 50-50 chance the person asking for it would have been a minor. And ADRASDEA was so greedy, so stupid, she sent a picture of her nasty, saggy tits. Oh, and one more thing. Our Gutter Queen also has a Kiwi Farms page, which is also down in the description below. And since you like my soap, hit me up on Streamlabs. The link is down in the description, and I also have a Cash App, a Venmo, and a PayPal too. All of my socials are on all my links profile down in the description too. Woo, thanks Donut McMuffin. Woo. As you can tell, I'm not much of a good talker, but I'm gonna keep going. So yeah, ADRASDEA just sold her news to a minor online, and in one of her videos, she started crying, having panic attacks because supposedly the minor claimed that she was gonna out her, and ADRASDEA was worried that she might be charged as a pedophile, which technically it is her fault. I mean, you shouldn't trust anyone on the internet. Just be like me and assume everyone's a fed. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, so amongst ADRASDEA, another one of her notable incidents was a couple of months ago. She started blaming her family for her problems again, and she brought up her physically disabled younger brother named Ronnie, who had cerebral palsy, I assume, and other health conditions. And she kept complaining that her family abused her, and we don't know. And when it all comes down to it, ADRASDEA was a grown adult by the time Ronnie was still alive, so why didn't she do anything? And what's more hilarious is that Adonis Paul made a joke that someone should go pee on Ronnie's grave, and he said it as a joke. And then Kathy, who's working along with these other YouTubers and telling the truth about ADRASDEA, all she did was put some apple juice on little Ronnie's grave, cause you know, that's what kids like, you know, juice and some toys. And then ADRASDEA, she just started reeing over that simple fact. She keeps calling apple juice synthetic piss in a poor attempt to gain sympathy. Like I said, she's a narcissist, so she just wants empathy for herself, not for her brother. Oh yeah, and even in the past, she kept trying to create online campaigns for cyberbullying, all for her dead brother. Karen, not my daddy, not my Ronnie. Oh, I see you're a Ralph A-log. Gator, Gator, get those A-logs. Ronnie. Oh boy. You know, I never thought the name Ronnie would intersect between the two locales. First ADRASDEA with her brother, and now Ralph with his father, Ethan Ralph. And I'll talk about him later. So here we are today. A few sounded more like a sweet. Yeah, I was trying to read earlier, so sweet. Alright, so later on, I'll talk about the rage pig Ethan Ralph, who's right now, just now, I found out that he raped Alice from IP2, and he's away from his wife and newborn daughter. Yikes. What's even more disturbing is that his newborn daughter looks exactly like the Gunt. Yikes. Oh boy. Whew. Wow, your neck is Oh, what's even funny? I'm not even from the South, so I didn't know I could do a good impersonation, so thanks, Karanu. So yeah. So recently, ADRASDEA, in her deep psychosis. Alright. I don't mind the gun guards, bring them on. Oh boy. Anyway. Anyway, as for ADRASDEA, recently in her deep psychosis, she had a short video for cutting, but the video was in a small corner of another video. You can barely see it, but either way, this chick is fucking nuts. And she keeps blaming her problems on Adonis Paul, Roy GG, JJ Stoner, and Royce Lopez of Daywave Radio. So once again, if you want to learn about ADRASDEA and the other two locals, Merce and Ethan Guntpig Ralph, all of their links are down in the description, along with their Kiwi Farms profiles and videos that more aptly describe them. As for me, I'm gonna be drawing caricatures, and thank you dear viewers for coming and watching my stream. Thank you very much. So here's the thing. I'm gonna draw these locales out, and once I'm done, I'm gonna sell these along my art stores, which are Etsy, Redbubble, ArtStation, and DeviantArt, which are also in the description too. And I also plan on getting into NFTs. So if you want to learn more about where I'm gonna sell these caricatures, hit me up on Twitter, which is Moonliightartist. Just type in Moonliightartist with 2 eyes. And I also have a Telegram too, which are in all my links profiles too. Alright, Stoner, you're pretty cool. I watched Mr. Medicare too. I also saw his recent stream, his March roundup. And so anyway, let's get this show on the road. And while I'm drawing, I'm gonna show you a playlist of my favorite ADRASDEA videos. And as for the other two locales, while I'm drawing those, I'll show you my favorite vids on them too. So sit back and relax. But Mormon Sagas make you hear. Anyway, sit back and relax. Enjoy the show. Oh, and one final thing. Even though ADRASDEA looks like she's almost 60, she's actually 37. So don't do drugs, kids. And another thing, there's a Facebook post of her. She was so desperate for money, she was soliciting blowjobs. And Adonis Paul managed to record that too. It was hilarious. Ew, why am I getting spam? I don't want naked HD. Ooh. Excuse me. Let's see. And here we have the gutter queen herself, ADRASDEA. Ooh, you guys can hear me perfectly, right? I think so. He also tends to suicide baits too.
Thousands told me that person won't be alive. I did everything of my medication. That's the only thing I can combat my mental health. The only thing I can do to combat my mental health, and it's not going to ever help because people aren't in my head.
Yeah, set up ADRASDEA.
These aren't in my head. These aren't in my head.
Hurt.
I'm just not dying fast enough for them to help me. where
She couldn't handle being killed. She was just start screaming.
I wanted to start cooking. I wanted to. And for the past 3 months, all I've had is. I just. I won't die. Anyone else would die, but I don't eat. I haven't had any.
I also watch flamenco too, but I wonder if I'll get rated. Who knows? Ah, jeez. Come on. Oh, and if you're curious, I'm using Krita, the art program.
Why won't I die? Why won't I die? Just die, God. Why can't I die? I haven't had this Friday. I haven't had anything to eat. I haven't done anything. Walking around, sweating, crying, trying everything I can. Make my body just stop. Die. I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. God, I want to die. I want to die because it's the only way to make it end. The only way to make it stop. It's the only way to stop them. Only way to hold them accountable for what they're doing. I got 5 more emails this morning telling me that they won't stop until I'm homeless. Telling me that I'm just lying. I'm making I'm not. I'm genuinely suffering. I have not eaten. I drank. I am miserable. And I want to die. Please, somebody just kill me. Please, just kill me because I can't die naturally. Doesn't matter how long I go without eating. I'll never die. I'll never fucking die. Never fucking die. And it's the only way to make this stop. I'll never die, and it's the only way to stop them. Can anybody understand? Can anybody understand? Please, somebody fucking hear me!
Jeez.
Understand me, please! I need it to end! I need to die and make it end! I have to die to make it end! Please, somebody kill me! Please, somebody kill me! So that Adonis Paul can stop! Please, somebody kill me so Luis Lopez will stop!
Nope.
Please, somebody kill me so Jeremiah Johnson will stop! Please, God, somebody kill me!
But this is the best part, Karen knew.
I just want the harassment to stop! I just want the hate to stop! I want the end. Stop! God, please, somebody. Please, God. Please, somebody. Please, please, help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help. Help me. Help. The only way
Jeez. Probably. Exactly. Season LA. Yeah.
Don't worry. I gave other homeless more deserving of liquor.
Ah, set up ADRASDEA. She's even bombing off for homeless people.
Very clear.
Why does the picture keep going away? Jeez.
Dead. I deserve to be dead. Nobody in this world wants me alive. Nobody hates me. I'm a liar. I know. I know. That's why I'm not. No. There are people trying to save me. And I have to down. But if I don't die, this will never end. If I don't die, they'll keep saying that I'm lying, that I was never even. I'm too fat to be starving. That's why I know lack of food is going to kill me. It's just the lack of food. I'm dying as fast as I can. Please stop calling me a liar. I swear to you, I am dying as fast as I can. It is not that easy to kill a human being. It's not nearly as easy as you think it is. It was much easier for you people to kill.
Thanks for the follow, Stoner McMuffin.
to kill my body. I am trying. I am trying. I am trying. Tired. I swear I am dying as fast as I can. Please. Please stop.
Ah, jeez. Here's one of my favorites.
Honest, for Royce, for JJ, and they're doing it on 4chan as well as on my YouTube. I didn't change my story. I was just informed. It was on 4chan. That's not changing my story. That's not saying it's 4chan and I wanted to say that I got it. Put it on 4chan. The restricted call was not insurance.
Oh, wait for the good part, guys.
The restricted number was Voice Lopez. I answered and a voice told me I was voices. So it was not an automated message. It was not a mistake. It was not car insurance that I got confused. It was a voice other end of the line. And voice has on his show right now. You are on. So right now, you are on my radio as we called me morning. Said you are live on day right now. That's not something a telemarketer would have said. That's not something that an insurance adjuster would have said. That's not something that some random person would have said. When I went to this show, I was on, and they were laughing at my pain. Were laughing at me starving, sweating out there. They were laughing, mocking the fact that I had not eaten or had anything to say. Were laughing, mocking my for a single day of peace. We're laughing, joking about my suffering and endless want to die because of laughing. number was Royce Lopez.
ADRASDEA doesn't have any kids, Stoner, so thank heavens.
That is not something an insurance adjuster would have said. An insurance adjuster is not going to call and say,
You're on Daywave Radio! You're on Daywave Radio!
That's Royce Lopez on Daywave Radio!
This is a recent video, and I hope in the near future ADRASDEA makes a video on me. I mean, I could use the free publicity. Oh, a few weeks ago, she even made a paper hat, and she wrote Adonis Paul stalks women on it. It was so funny. Thanks, Karen.
It doesn't matter. I'm not bringing Honest Paul already has all of my videos.
Damn, she looks inbred.
Because he already has all of them. Was very that he would make a bad person deserving of meaning that none of
Oh man.
unprivating the video game footage
Creator keeps freezing up.
to create I want people. Honest Paul's very page.
Moonlight bro spam her.
Not include the singing videos, not include the singing videos. Keep very picky. Like a disgusting. I was living in a. You know why? Because when you live in a truck, you don't have a toilet. The Adonis Paul, that completely normal situation.
Why didn't you use a porta potty?
Disgusting person, as if I was doing that while living in a home that had plumbing.
You are nasty, ADRASDEA.
During a global pandemic, I need to keep myself safe. That is where I explain how I survived, and then I humanize that survival. Take videos of me going at and use the bathroom. I use the bowl for bathroom. Not something that should be living in. I had to bathroom somewhere. I am a human being. All human have to bathroom somewhere. All living have to bathroom somewhere. Not just from shitting because you become homeless and there's no toilet. That doesn't matter. Your body still needs defecate, urinate. Your body still needs a toilet. Can't afford to own one. So he took the video where I was showing people how I did, how I kept myself having to. I said it. Was it out the window? I didn't. I had plastic bags, just like you would. I did. I did my best not to and he animal, a disgusting animal that deserves to die. Don't tell me that I'm cherry when I'm unprivating my gaming in a person that somebody can love. But he literally cherry picked my videos to create a person that everybody can. Don't worry. I got the comments in your unprivate video. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm not doing anything to keep myself alive anymore. Just because I'm so speak, I'm trying to make unprivating videos from Lolcowlapalooza that does not nourish my body. Okay? There is nothing I can.
Kiranu, if seeing Ralph hook up, then the world's gonna end, because that's the start of the Armageddon. I mean, damn. I don't think Ralph could tolerate her. And plus, he's 37, so Ralph wouldn't want her since he's a pedophile.
Don't tell me you understand how I feel. Don't pretend how I feel.
I agree, Stoner and Kiranu.
He was 13. Children, do you know what his prison for daughter is dead? Do you know what his mom said? I hate what he did, but I cannot hate. Literally murdered her child, and she said, what's in my family?
Look closely at ADRASDEA's teeth. They're so rotten and disgusting.
It didn't have any names in it, but we hate her. It had no lies. It told the truth, but fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. That's what my mom said, right? Those were her last dying words. Tell Kathy to go piss on my brother's grave. Hurt me. Like with my grandmother, right? My grandmother's last dying words were, fuck that bitch, we're homeless. Kathy there whispering in her ear, holding her hand. Kathy was there the minute she died, but she doesn't know what happened. She'll never know what happened. So she was holding her hand when it happened. She'll never intervene now. She's never gonna know what happened. Never gonna understand. She doesn't want to understand. She doesn't want to believe. She doesn't want to admit that she wasn't there for her.
Dang, I need to change Streamlabs. I don't want to silence you guys. I mean, I can handle edgy jokes, really.
She was so sick in the hospital the majority of the time. Kathy would know that if she paid attention, if she was around. Kathy would know that! She just lies. Lies and lies and know what she's done. But she got rid of my grandmother's will. While my grandmother was dying, Kathy was action talking to the family lawyers, paperwork side saying she's a caregiver that not allowed to make possible choices. Got rid of the will. That's the reason I'm homeless. That's the reason my family wants me dead. Because if I die, they no longer have to worry about anybody finding out that they left me homeless over an inheritance.
No, you won't get a job, ADRASDEA. That's why.
Nothing to do with the book. My family.
And you left the trailer and house so dirty. How can you disgrace your meme out like that?
When my husband asked for my hand in marriage, my father's response was, why? I've got two perfectly good daughters in the house.
Because that's the truth.
It was all happening long before. The book isn't for an entire family to burn on one word and say, thank you want to watch you die. My blood relative right now won't watch me die. Don't tell me that's normal for anybody. Don't tell me that's normal. Not. Family is supposed to love you. Family is supposed to love you. I need to help family. Mine doesn't. Mine wants to stay with I am suffering, crying, or death because I don't deserve it. So look at you coming and telling me that I'm lying about that. I'm making it very clear. An ounce of love for me. Or for my brother, or she would desecrate apple juice. Don't say, well, children love apple juice. Little Ronnie never drank apple juice. He couldn't just drink apple juice. Hey, everything through had to be. Don't fucking tell me that that was just something that nobody does. Nobody does that. Nobody does. Always at a child's grave. Like, wonderful. Well, this is, I'm not being disrespectful at all. No, you fully disrespect. It's full disrespect. Full disrespect was taken. You say you're not intending to be disrespectful, but you're being fully disrespectful. But the person that you're disrespectful to is not a person you don't see disrespectful, so it's fine.
Jeez. How can any man handle ADRASDEA? Well, I bet they just treated her like a cum dumpster.
This is evidence. Okay, there's a person here, right here on my channel who is aware of what happened.
Kiranu is more like typical ghetto drama, cause remember, she lives in Section 8.
Okay, that means that somebody was emailing my therapist, right? This woman, this Melanie Hale person says one person was emailing your therapist. One person was emailing your therapist, right? There's proof of that. There's evidence of that. This other person, this is not me. This is somebody who is not me that is saying that one person was emailing your therapist. This is somebody who is not me saying this. Not me. Not me.
She sounds like Porky Pig.
This is somebody named Melanie Hager. Right here in my comments. Right here on my comments, she proved it. She like he said right there, one person was emailing your therapist. He said somebody was emailing my therapist. I mean, he said nobody was supposed to be emailing my therapist and my therapist. Nobody has the right to email another person's therapist. But you were. It's right there. Those two therapist did nothing to be worried about the emails. That's the situation with never should have from somebody other than never should have been receiving somebody but me. Never should have been discussing anything about what you are doing. Just see me still going to a clinic. No, that's a lie. This person is
Calm down, Porky Pig. She's like a Looney Tunes character.
Why do you go so quickly from telling the truth to creating your own version of the truth? Demonize me for things that you know I didn't do. God, even elders, they create their own fucking version of lies. Everybody just lie about being hurt, being happy, killed. Honest Paul is never going to stop. Well, even understand that he's going many times have I blocked him just to have him show up in my comments an hour later telling me to kill myself, trying to make people hate
Okay, Renew.
contacting my therapist and telling her things that aren't true about me because you create your own life. Every single day is abuse, torment, nagging, burn. Nobody is ever going to hear me ever know. I have to be fully honest. You can't be honest. You can't just be honest and say something to do to somebody. You have to constantly say it's my own fault. I'm living and therefore it's my fault. I'm not strong enough to hurt anybody. It's my fault that they won't leave me alone. Called me this morning. He woke me up to tell me I was on his show, and now he's lying about it. He doesn't want his fans to know that he's doing this to people. He doesn't want people to know that he's destroying a woman. He doesn't want fans who are paying him to know that he's actually trying to kill somebody. He doesn't want them to know that he's denying. But he called me. He called me this morning, and they called me this morning and told me I was on his show. He called me this morning, told me I was on his show. He called me this morning, told me I was on his show, and I told him, stay on the line, I would kill myself for his audience, and he hung up. Goddamn. I went into the chat. I told him to call me back and get what he wants. Call me back. What you want, call me. Listen to it. You want me to die? Just call me back. Listen to it. Just call me back and listen to it. Just call me back and listen to it. You fucking motherfuckers. You want it so badly. You want me dead so badly. You don't want to see it. You don't want to be responsible for it. You want me dead though. Want me dead. Want me dead. I don't want anybody to know that you want me dead. You want to be able to keep having your show. You want to move on. Torture somebody else after I'm dead. You want to torture another mentally unwell woman. Push her to kill herself live on your goddamn show for money. Because people pay you. Destroy. Kill. Pay you. Destroy. Unwell women, not ever going to stop. You go to jail for what you're doing. Royce Lopez called me this morning, woke me up, told me I was on his show, woke me up, tell me I was on his show, woke me up to tell me I was on
No, Kirinu. Even on your bad day, you're not as bad as ADRASDEA, really. Especially over trolls.
Miserable. He wants my blood. Yesterday they were begging to bleed on camera. I don't give a fuck about Adonis. Adonis is not a real human being. Royce is a real, living, breathing, functional human being that is pushing with all of his followers and all of his fucking bullshit to hurt myself. Royce is a real fucking person. Adonis isn't. Why it bothers me, a real life human being is pushing me to kill myself live on channel for him, for his followers, for his 7,000 subscribers that love him and want him to fuck somebody up. But no, it's Adonis. It's this person that doesn't exist. He's not real. Adonis Roll's not a real person. Even on his channel says that he's not a real person. Royce is a real guy.
Then why so felted? Why mauled?
That's why I'm upset with Royce. Because he's a real person. He's calling my family. Somebody who's abusive and asked them if they're abusive. And, oh, they said they're not abusive. They must be telling the truth. Because obvious, everybody abused people in their life are completely honest about it. When you ask them on a phone, fucking have no idea what that did. Have no idea what the fact that none of you believe us to me, to my mental health. Standing up and saying, Royce is fine. Royce paid you. Yeah, he paid me $50, but I want to give it back. And it doesn't matter because he still won't stop. Even if I give him the money back, he won't stop because he wants me dead. He wants me hurt. Why is he doing this? Every single morning. Why? Why am I waking up to these people laughing at me? They don't hate me. Why am I waking up to these people mocking me? Hurt myself. Why were there over 100 messages yesterday saying, show us the blood? If they don't want me to hurt myself, they do. Royce wants me dead, or he would not be doing this to me. They were live on the telling people I was a murderer. I have never a murder. I have never tried for murder, but that hurt. Want to call
Murder
murderer.
her. Hurt, hurt, hurt. Damn it. Come on.
Why is this murderer protecting? Why is this murderer protecting? You know how difficult it is for me to know that you're out here calling me murderer. Thousands of survivors. I am not a murderer. I have never killed anybody. I don't want to kill anybody but myself. I never killed anybody. I never killed anybody. I am not a murderer. I am not a murderer. Royce Lopez on his show today after he called me old 1,000 of subscribers. I am a murderer. He has absolutely no evidence. I ever killed anybody. He has evidence that another man killed a woman. Confess to it. Not me. I am not a murderer. I am not a murderer. I a murderer. I have never murdered anybody. Nobody. Myself.
Gotta make those tits extra saggy.
On his show today. Told thousands of subscribers, I am a murderer. He called me on his show. Tell his subscribers, I am a murderer. He wants me to know the world. Murderer. That's what he is telling people. On his show today. Said those words. Murderer. He said those words. He called me a murderer. He told his fans I'm a murderer. He told the world murderer. On YouTube, I'm a murderer. I am not a murderer. I never killed anybody. 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 I never killed anybody.
Kira knew she's still molding over Roberta Law's murder. Some internet trolls tend to call her a murderer.
Anybody. He had no right. Go on his show this morning. Openly call me murderer. Had no right. Had no proof. Had no evidence. Telling the world I'm a murderer. Me. I can't fight. Not the man who's in prison for murder. Not the man who murdered her and confessed to murdering her. They want the world. I didn't do anything. I didn't kill her. I am not a murderer. Calling me live on your show gives the right to hurt me. Right to attack me. Because they see me as a murderer and I did not kill anybody. If I had killed somebody, I would fail. I am not in jail. I have never been in jail because
Man, today's a bad day for me to draw hands. This
I
sucks.
did not kill Roberta Laws. Kenneth Pride killed Roberta Laws. Pride for killing Roberta Laws. Not me. I am not in. I was never on trial, but I am being called a murderer. So that hurt me.
It just keeps getting funnier. and more autistic screaming.
But you won't call me back and hear it happen, huh? Won't let me do it live on your show so that everybody will know you're responsible.
You got that right, Audentum.
Me to do it, right?
She went to the cops way later after they buried Roberta's body. That's pretty fucked up.
And told me to kill myself. You called me this morning and told me. So why won't you call back? Why don't you want to hear it happen? Why don't you want to know what you're actually doing? Why? Royce Lopez, why? Why did you call me this morning and hang up before I had a chance to hurt myself on the phone for you? You want me to hurt myself or you calling me? So why? Why? Don't worry, I'm going to die today. I will make sure that people know Royce Lopez caused it. People will know. Royce Lopez killed me today. People will know. Yes, people will know. People will know. I'll not get away with it. You could have just called me. What happened live? Money. No. Heartlessness. Okay, blood money. I lied. Said you'll have to wait until it comes on the news. Go up at your house, ask how you know me. Why my dead body found wearing a sign with your name on it. About to happen. I'm getting expressway. Jump off. Overpass. Wearing a sign that said voice Lopez drove me. I had to come back to my apartment to get cardboard and make the sign. I've made it. And I'm going to take myself in less than I will be, and the world will know what Royce Lopez.
Here's a hot take. Jeez. As you can see with the ADRASDEA, this is fine proof that heavy drugs, even marijuana, should be heavily controlled. Not everyone should take them. And there's my hot take. Let's continue. Thanks, Karen.
Nobody's They know it knows that she's on free for months. Fine. Oh, I'll show you. They told me that it was
Really, ADRASDEA? Really, Nibba? Really?
They told me that it was mine. They told everybody it was mine, and everybody that wasn't. Mine. Told me. Fine. Mom has myself. I was attacked here by my family. My aunt is and I was so tonight my aunt got played tomorrow homeless at 2 months. I was too. Everyone Kathy commented. Kathy commented. I can't find the box we're looking for! Why can't I find the post that I'm looking for? Yes, Kathy won! Kathy won! Kathy is abusive and she won! Kathy is abusive! Nobody's ever going to believe me again because Kathy won! Kathy is abusive and she won! Kathy 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 won! My won! My abusive aunt 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 won! My abusive
Yeah, Kirinu, Kathy's, well, she's actually a fatty. Don't let the face fool you.
wants me to die and she wants. Kathy 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 wants me to die. Kathy die and she wants.
Kathy. And ADRASDEA just keeps on doxing herself to her phone. Kathy, run! Kathy, won! Kathy, won!
Kathy wants me to die and she won. 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 And she won. Kathy wants me to die 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 and she won. Kathy wants me to die. Kathy wants me to die. Kathy wants me to die. Kathy. She won.
Can you imagine trolling someone that they wear a paper hat with your name on it? Man, I hope that someday I can get a locale to do this with my name too. Think of the publicity. I mean, not only that, but we've also seen locales become trannies after being trolled too. And then we also have this, so this is hilarious. No, you're gonna have to pay a Jew lawyer, ADRASDEA. Woo. And I'm done, guys.
I have silent. I will not spin because of my life. Honest.
Is the stream still good, guys?
I look. I'm the. I am. Right.
Oh, bitch, please. Thanks, Kirinu. Okay, so if you guys want to see this playlist, it's also down in the description. look at the name, Saul Goodman. Safe travels, Kirinu.
I encourage it. The only way this ends for legal action, like this ends, to get to court.
I'll consider that, Kirinu. Could use some AIDS.
I woke up being threatened. I wound up sleeping most. I woke up to this. Now, whether I know that this, I don't know if this is function or this is a leak. I'm going to fail tonight, breaking and violating. Or this is a phony. Totally accountable. Writing up full like that. You don't get to write your own cease and desist order and say, well, that's legal. If she ever speaks to us again, or I got us again, she's gonna go to prison. So let's read. About what I'm gonna do. Also, I feel firm of an email. How do they help me make it? How do they prove I received a certified mail signature where they're getting? I have to sign it. Say, yeah, I got this. And subject, see information. Letter serves as a formal notice to here. Okay, so apparently Virgie has his own company. He earned $1,000 one night for mental. Why would I a password or so if there's something I can have a password, I can say whatever I want. That what you can't let this little notice as that free site like book that doesn't have a password that's not private. But privately, right, I can say whatever I want. I can make I can continue saying whatever I want, right? The consequences of breaking this order can include fine, imprisonment. Perfectly fine. I am willing to go to my freedom.
Bitch, please.
I am willing to go to prison for freedom from my abuse. I am willing to go to prison.
She can't even handle one day without her weed. So bitch, please.
I am talking about my abuser. I am openly, loudly, and publicly talking about my abuser. Send the police. Or worse, I will never stop talking about my abusers. They'll have to kill me, stop me from speaking out. They'll have to put me in prison for the rest of my life to stop me from speaking out. And I will tell you this. I know the law well enough that I know when you call the police and say, well, she broke a cease and desist, they will come and arrest me, and then a judge is going to get to decide whether the cease and desist was even morally right to be delivered, because you're telling a victim that
What is schizo?
they are receiving, they will go to prison. I am being
Yeah, it's pretty gross, Kiranu. I mean, it makes schizos even worse, according to studies.
Tell anybody that they're doing it. That is not legal, that is not lawful, that is not moral, but that is what is happening. They are going to call the police and have me arrested for speaking out their abuse. Their abuse of me. I don't abuse them. I don't email them. I don't contact them. They contact me every single day. They have been abusing me for over a year. And now they're going to put me in prison because I won't stop telling people what they're doing. Imagine being such a coward that you can abuse somebody on and on and on, month after month after month. You're abusing this person month after month after month. But then you have to go to the legal.
Oh, I see, Kiranu. So you got off of weed? If so, that's good.
We want her arrested if she continues talking about us. If she continues
Weed made you gay. Oh no. Well, 710 Turtle, I hope you read the Bible every day.
No, you do not get to abuse somebody for over a year and hide behind the law and have your abuse put in prison because they kill somebody. What you did. Don't they come? I hope I go to prison. I hope I get a fucking chance to speak for myself in front of a judge and explain to him how bullshit it is to be a single woman in this world.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kiranu. Oh wait, you were talking to 710 Turtle?
Additionally, if any of my client or any of his business, direct or indirect, is recorded after this notice, I will pursue both criminal and evil claims against you for violation of protection against defamation, as well as the violation of criminal charge of contempt and violation of a protected order. Please be aware that going forward, your information is going to set the firm, and any communications from you may be recorded to be used as evidence for my claims against you.
It would have been funny if you did 710 Turtle. Well, Authentum, I think weed should be illegal, or at least heavily controlled, and used only for medicinal purposes. It just makes people into retards. Exactly, Authentum.
Adonis, Paul, and Virgie G are abusers. They are terrorizers. They're going to try to put their victim in prison for speaking out about what they have done. I will never stop. I will never, ever stop. Ever.
Jeez, she's a schizo and a Karen.
I will never stop telling people what you have done. 20 years from now, I will still tell people that Adonis Paul sent my aunt 3,000 miles to piss on my little brother's grave just a month after his mother died.
It's just apple juice.
That's something that Adonis Paul did. That's something that my Aunt Kathy did.
ADRASDEA, you don't care about your mother either.
Alright? Adonis Paul, the man who was wanting to put me in, telling you how to fundraiser 4 months ago. He raised $1,500 to desecrate my handicapped brother's grave. And when I called him out on that being a scam, but he raised the money to do that, he, my blood aunt, to do it for him. To leave apple juice at his site and pretend that it was piss. That's what it's illegal to actually piss on a handicapped person's grave. So we can do something that symbolizes it to show everybody how we really feel about this poor disabled boy that never did shit to anybody. Oh, but we hate his that we have to force their family to emotionally fucking abuse. Adonis Paul did that. And now he's gonna have me arrested for telling people that he did that. I don't care. He also deleted that video, so there's no proof of that. But it doesn't matter because he's gonna put me in out, which means that he's gonna have to fucking find that fucking video to bring it back. And bring all of his videos back. And show what he's been saying, and show what he's been doing, and show what he's been earning. YouTube can bring those videos back and prove that I have been abused for over 8 years by these. And that's what's gonna have to happen.
Guys, I made a poll.
They're gonna put me in prison, but that means that a lawyer is going to help me. They're gonna contact YouTube. They're gonna get those fucking videos, and I'm gonna get things on this Paul to fucking court for the emotional manipulation put me through.
Damn, ADRASDEA. Wait. Okay, before I stop, there's a certain part of this video I want to show you. Just wait for it. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Okay.
I mean, it's like
Jeez. I hope someone managed to record that bowling event. I mean, it's just a crossover of cows and degeneracy.
that is my name. Fucking in my one of the girls were sorry.
And this is how ADRASDEA lived in that truck a few years ago. And the channel I mean, this is Adonis's Paul video. Thanks, Kiranu. I'm gonna do a separate drawing of the guns. Just add a gun to oh, jeez. Damn. Alright. According to the poll, I'm gonna draw Gunt next. Ew. Ew. Yeah, don't worry. I can draw guns. Ugh. Oh wait, damn it. Damn it. Sorry. Sorry guys. Come on. Come on. Ew. Ew, gross. Where did the toilet paper go? Notice he never pulled it out. Ew. Thank you. Wouldn't that cup stink up the whole truck? Especially on a summer day. Ew. Nasty. What a nasty bitch.
It's possible I've been walking around for 20 doors that are open. The bathroom.
Alright guys, I'm finished with Queen of the Gutter, ADRASDEA, and so I like how it came out. I might have to make a few changes off screen, and I'm also gonna do a speed paint video of her coloring it, as well as drawing Ralph and Merce too. I'm gonna re-upload clips of this stream as well, starting by next week too. And oh, and for this pic of ADRASDEA, she's cutting herself. Just like I said earlier, she meant to cut herself in the video a couple of weeks ago. She wanted to engrave REDBUBBLE's name, but she spelled it wrong. She missed an R, so it just it just spells VIG, V-I-G. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with the Gunt, but first we're gonna take a break with our sponsors. Yay! Yo Moonies, this video is sponsored by Skillshare, an amazing website filled with actual pros in your field who won't indoctrinate your kids into commies, and even give them real professions. If you're a high school graduate, Skillshare can provide the education without you getting raped as a female or getting falsely accused of rape if you're male. And you won't get raped by chewy loan sharks. Remember the phrase, low membership a day keeps the student loans away. Join Skillshare, then get married, but not to the banks.
Oh boy. Jeez. Freaking stream.
For the grand finale, we welcome you to our side of the moon. Make sure you subscribe and follow us to see our exquisite artwork, as well as our second channel, Moonlight Gaming. And if you want, don't forget to support us too. I'm Moonlight-kun. I'm Moonlight-chan. And we're beyond this world. Bye!